Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube? It's SEO0320 and JVS. I'm back again for another review for Gotham, the most entertaining show on television to me. I'll stick to that for quite some time. This is episode 4 of the final in the 5th season. Sadly enough, I still am advocating that Netflix or DC Universe should really pick up this show because I think it's worth it. The name of this episode is called Ruin. There's a lot of different things that happen in this episode. One, you got to see a different side of Barbara in the very opening of the episode where she had an opportunity to kill Penguin, but she did not. She chose not to pull the trigger because she saw all the pandemonium, all the chaos going around. Penguin and Barbara decided they wanted to find justice. They wanted to go and help Jim be able to root out who actually did this. But ultimately, Penguin delved into who he is once he saw Victor's ad because he couldn't go and let go of what happened with the Falcone girl. Because Victor's ass did turn on him, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to make this work to my advantage. Not only am I going to get this man, I'm also going to bring all the people that I wanted to my side. Which is it's so classic Batman villains. Like, they, at their core, are messed up, sick people. But there are some semblances of goodness in them sometimes. But the only one that doesn't care, was the man with the plan that showed up in this episode. Cameron Monaghan reprised his role as Jeremiah in this episode. The very first thing you see him do is slit somebody's throat. And he decides to take that same exact blade and lick the blood off of it, which is insane. But then him and Echo had this amazing Harley Quinn and Joker dance that spoke volumes of Mad Luck. The very first thing he did, he had her by the neck, and then he started to proceed to dance with her. The other thing I'll say about Jeremiah is that it seems like he's slowly getting worse. Like, whatever the toxin did to him, like, he seems like he's got this innate ability that, like, before it was like, all right, he would do calculated things, but then he wouldn't, like, just laugh off of stuff. Like, so I think that the serum is working certain things in him. Now, there's something that happened with Selena and him that I don't want to spoil here, but I can't believe that it's true. I definitely don't. I was also watching Bruce, even chained up, like, just going to town, these dudes with one hand. He's definitely getting to this point where, like, I mean, he might as well be Batman at this point. I felt for Jim, because Jim is being stretched beyond his limits. It sounded like somebody was trying to bring somebody in, and he just wasn't hearing it anymore. And he tried to go and get justice for his ass, but, like, the people just kind of gave up, and they were like, no. One thing I think that was one of the quintessential things about this episode that I found was very fascinating was when Victor Zsasz and him were talking, and he basically said to Jim, he was like, you never get this. This town, it is always going to be owned by people like me. And, like, Jim lost it. Like, he was like, he did a Jim Gordon. He was like, give him the gun. Like, let's see what's going to happen. Jim's like, let's have a different, let's talk about this later. Seem really tired. Which also, to Jim's point, is like, you say it'll be owned by people like you, but you'll never really truly own it, which is true. And that's where the in-between is the Dark Knight, the man that works in the shadows, but at the same time works for the people to try to right the wrongs that, you know, these people are desperately needing at this point. But then, like, Barbara, she's showing redeemable qualities. But this is the first time since season 1 that her and Jim having any kind of, like, semblance of a relationship. And it might be because they've been stretched so thin. Like, Barbara doesn't have anybody, Jim doesn't have anybody. I mean, for all Jim knows, Lee's dead and everybody else has just been messed up. Like, there isn't anybody else but Barbara. But I don't know what's gonna happen with this, but it's a great episode. I don't agree with the choices that's going on with the Barbara Jim situation. I don't believe what happened to Jeremiah is real. And the next episode looks insane because it's gonna introduce Bane. It looks like there's gonna be a funeral for you-know-who, and it's gonna get bad. I think things are gonna get much worse before they get any better. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, you guys.